Hi, baby gorgeous. I'm back. Tell me you missed me. Never leave you again. Tell me all the things I want to hear. Whisper sweet, sweet nothings in my ear holes. Huh? It is now officially Cancer season. Thank the Lord up above. I don't know. It's kind of a little rough. Have you ever heard of like summertime depression? I think it's because Cancer season is in December team. What's that Lana Del Rey song, Summertime Sadness? This Cancer season. So expect to have fun and also be crying. Yeah. I love my Cancers. You guys are homebodies, but when you go out, you are life of the parties. You are very intuitive. I have just known all Cancers early on. I mean, you could probably say this about anyone, but I've just noticed it about Cancer specifically, is they will stay with someone so terrible and shitty, but they see the potential in them. Like, they're the friend to introduce you to, like, someone who looks damn near homeless, has nothing to offer, and they just, like, see the world in them. And they are a ride or die, stick beside him. And then eventually, when they thrive, they move on, find the good one, but yeah, they're the one to... I've just noticed that about my Cancer peoples. Obviously, the stereotype, the crybabies, but Cancer's the crab. It has that hard exterior, tough outside. You're not convincing nobody, but you're crybabies on the inside. But also, don't get it twisted. Cancers have anger issues. Don't get it twisted. Personally, I mean, I love all signs. Would I date a Cancer? Nah. But I thought it was fitting to do a fuck, marry, kill of all Cancer men. So yeah, I picked Party Next Door. I had to look up Cancer celebrities. Party Next Door, Jacob Elordi. He's that one from the drug show, Euphoria. Yes, the toxic one. And Jussie Smollett. Jussie's from Empire. I feel like he went viral or he was in the news for like lying or scamming people. But don't let that deter you in this game because you've been attracted to a pretty liar before. We all have. They really get ya. I think I would... I would take out Jesse. Is it Jesse or Jesse? I wrote down Jesse, so that is what your name is for this game. I would do the nasty with Jacob, Elordi, and Party Next Door. We can get married, and you can swing swongs to me in the nighttime, and it will be beautiful, and I will be happy, and that's honestly all that really matters. Next time you're bored with your friend, if you ever need crazy ideas and you're bored, you come to me, because I think we've been through this. Just the crazy ideas come really naturally to me. It's a gift of mine. So next time you're bored, you're at a restaurant waiting for your food, you've already caught up on everything, you've talked through everything, pull up both of your phones, like very unprompted, there's no changing anything, and go through your history and show each other. Like, what crazy questions do you ask the Googles? What insane things are there to say? Mine are usually like how to spell this word. Because who was paying attention in school? Not I was looking at boys. And you know, if adult stuff pops up, that was a choice of yours. When I was a young teenager, young adult even, if I was participating in the adult websites, this is what I was searching up. Woman, man, in love, passionate, real, they love each other, she's having a good time, she's happy, looks real. That's what I want to see. I didn't want the fake acting. I want you to look like you guys have a soul tie and you're staring into each other's eyes and you're in the loves and you love to be here and you love to please her and everyone's having a good time. And that's what I want to see, and I want to see nothing else. Because you're curious, you know? What was that, last Sunday? Yeah. Last Sunday was Father's Day. And from the bottom of my heart and soul, I swear to God, this was a real thought of mine. Scrolling through Instagram on Father's Day, I had no idea so many of you had dads. Like, I just forget people have dads. Is that nice? Is it? Maybe in the next lifetime. No. I'm just glad my kids have a good dad, and that's all that matters. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm missing. We had a roommate growing up. But yeah, I genuinely, to my core, shocked so many of you have papas. Oh, good for you. And then I saw this meme on, I feel like it was Threads. My favorite, right now, this favorite astrologer of mine posts every day on Threads. So I literally go on there to check her stuff. But there's this meme on Threads on Father's Day, and it said something along the lines of, today's the day when you find out men have like a 5-year-old they've been hiding. And it was so true. Men are like professional hide and seekers. They hide that kid for years, and they post them once every 10 years. And they don't tell anyone. And then when you ask why they don't tell you why they had a kid, they go, you never asked. They love to play it off. They got them secret kids. Hilarious, but good for you for having dads. God's favorite, whatever. Obviously, I took the last 2 weeks off. Obviously, I'm not saying sorry because I'm not sorry. My family came into town, and I got to see my nephew. And he's a baby, and he loves me, and it does make me feel better than everyone when babies love me, and it should make you feel better too. But I took the week off. Like, didn't make anything, didn't do a podcast, I didn't really post. I didn't actually really do anything that I like to do and that like lights me up. But also, have you seen that meme? It's like, you think you're healed until you spend time with your family. Yeah. So it was a mixture, a very sad week, if you will. Like a bit annoying because I had the best time spending time with my sisters and the baby. But then also it was really triggering week, and then I was really living in my head because I wasn't doing anything that like I enjoy to do. I wasn't creating, I wasn't participating, I wasn't lifting anybody up, I wasn't really talking to anyone, so I was really living in my head. And I was just like, when I am living in my head, it can get really deep. Like, I'm sitting there, they're like, you're quiet, what's wrong? And you know when you're spending time with people, you get quiet, they think like they did something wrong. Meanwhile, I'm over there like, what's the purpose of life? And am I on the wrong path? And should I quit my job? This is how much debt I have, like all this shit. So, but I have just noticed that, like when we as humans are doing the things we love, doing the things that lights us up, feels like our best self, it's almost like we're in a flow state. When you're with your friends, when you're laughing, like when I'm with my friends, I'm never overthinking. When I'm creating, when I'm doing all these things, I'm like, it feels like I'm in that flow state. But when I'm not, and I'm very, very heavily in my logical side, like I'm doing the things I feel like I have to be doing. I'm like really focused on a to-do list. And I'm not creating. I am living in my head, and I am just like overthinking everything, planning things out 7 years from now, replaying situations. That's a lot, and I don't like to be there. It's not my favorite place to be. So I did realize that I need to continue to do these things that make me happy, like reading books and freaking moving my body so that I don't go to that dark place. That's a dark place. But yeah, I took a couple weeks off. But yeah, it's hard because it's like it was fun. And also I was just in my head. And I know why. But yeah. So if everyone could continue to have babies so I can enjoy your babies and give your babies back, that would be muchly appreciated. Thank you for the greatest. And I cannot stop thinking about, someone just needs to tell me no. I cannot stop thinking about being a surrogate. The only reason I am not really serious about it is because I think that they would make me cut down on my caffeine intake, and then that wouldn't work for anyone. No one would be happy with that. So for now, it's in the back of my head. But I could like be a surrogate and then like takes people pictures of my bump and be like, this could have been us. Meanwhile, it's a surrogate's baby. Just create chaos all throughout the town. Speaking of caffeine though, there were a few times I don't really like to drink due to water because it's like I'm regular enough as it is, and now I'm drinking coffee. Now I gotta shit even more, and I gotta shit on demand. Like I can't even hold it because it's just like blasting through you. No, thank you. But my sisters like coffee, so I would go and get them coffee. And there's this one specific coffee shop they like, and I swear to God, the girl serving me was AI. She was not a real person. And I know you see people make jokes about this all the time, but she didn't blink. And she just like had this stare that it was like, you have no soul. So she was either AI or Gemini. She just like, it's like, yeah, no soul, no. She was a robot. She wasn't real. And if you need to know where to find her, I'll tell you privately so I don't dox her on the internet. I mean, it doesn't really matter. She's a robot. But she's not a real person. And she just scared the fuck out of me. And she lives like, well, the robot lives like 2 minutes, works 2 minutes away. Goodness gracious. So I guess they're real. The robots are here. I just straight up missed half of my mouth. You're welcome. Nothing matters. One of my hobbies, like, or something that feels, I bring up this comparison a lot. Something, if I were to imagine what drugs feels like a happiness level, it would be making people laugh. Like that in my head probably feels like drugs. That is my drug of choice. Making people laugh, it just like, makes me happy. Gives me butterflies, gives me coochie butterflies, hits my heart G-spot. I love to do it. Especially like making your friends laugh. I just sit back and I'm like, this is funny, huh? This is funny, baby girl. I love it. I'm addicted to it. I will. And I'll laugh through anything. Yeah, I love to do it. Big fan. I just love to laugh. I love to laugh and have a good time. Because we all know there's a lot of shit that is dark and evil and sad. So why not choose to laugh, you know? Oh, my favorite is making a man laugh. Oh, or making a man laugh while rejecting them. Top 10 favorite things to do. I love it. And I love being a person with no filter. Because you'll say some wild shit and people will laugh thinking you're kidding, and you can just sit there and be like, little do you all know. I meant what I said. I love it. Is blue waffle still around? You don't remember being a kid and you were all Googling blue waffle and terrorizing each other? Is it Is it a sexual disease or like a... Let's look it up together. I volunteer as tribute. Don't you worry. Yeah. Is this the first time you've thought about blue waffle in like 15 years? You're welcome. Does it make you want to look it up a picture? Does it? Wow, my my whole search history is looking up celebrities' astrology signs. What I was gonna Google was, what is blue waffle? Yes. Oh my gosh. It wasn't real this whole time. Did you guys know this and you didn't tell me? It was fake? It's made up. Am I the last to know and you all knew this and now me looking it up? What the hell? Ew. Oh my god. Wow, you learn something new every day. It's not real, guys. I'm the last to know. That's right. At least we can do this together. I love, like, you spend a lot of time with your coworkers and then you get really comfortable and then you get to start acting like, well, at least for me, I feel sorry for you if you can't. You get to start acting like your, like, childlike self around them. Like, you be silly and goofy and you just have fun and have the giggles. And if you don't work at a job like that or have coworkers like that, like, my heart breaks for you. But also your job is a choice and you could get another one. Who said that? Anyways. I love it. And like, you'll have inside jokes and it makes life and work so much fun. But also, on like the complete opposite side of that, I've also worked with people who I can't stand, and just being in the same room as them for like 12 hours at a time, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna catch a disease from your negative energy. That's how negative it feels in the air. It's like disease air. But I love just being silly and goofy. And I've really, really gotten to perfect a couple of my accents, for the prank calls with my coworkers. I love it. It's very fun. It's very fun. Oh, but also I was going to say something along the lines of, my brain is just like, what were you thinking? Don't care. The whole world, this is what I was going to say, the whole world would be a better place if we were all like constantly able to tap into that little kid energy, like just being silly and goofy and playing and not taking yourself seriously, and just like the things that make little kids happy, like the things that made you happy as a kid, the way you acted as a kid, played around your friends, felt comfortable. If we all could do that as adults, the world would heal. The world would be beautiful and gorgeous. Like, the unicorns would show themselves in the sky because it would be so safe. Aliens, too. Just throwing ideas out there. I love it. And I personally only want to surround myself with people who bring out that side, encourage that side. Like, if I am my silly, goofy kid self, like that true self around you, and you almost like want to shut it down or not embarrassing. Personally, I'd like to never hang out with you again. Specifically. Like, you're 86 for my life, actually. Thank you. Like, if you find it hard to laugh or you want to be serious and mysterious, that's amazing and that's beautiful. And hanging out with you sounds not fun. So let's not. Yeah? Sounds good. Something that, like, offends me, like, it will genuinely ruin my night. You make a meal, and one of the sides for the meal is rice or maybe you're making my meal. Soggy rice. I'm gonna gag just thinking about the texture of it. It's like... Soggy rice is a hate crime. Because you know when rice is good and it's like the perfect amount. It's beautiful. You do the finger trick. You rinse your rice and then you stick your finger in and it has to go up to the little index. But I go a little below the index to be safe every time because there's a couple of times, not the index, your first line on your finger. The first third, if you will. I do that. And, yeah. And it's the perfect rice every time. But anytime, my mom's really bad at making soggy rice. I think she just doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like, truly, not a lot of things bother her and she doesn't care. But homegirl do be making some soggy rice sometimes. And it's something I could go to sleep crying about. Like, you sit, whatever, I'm gonna eat the dinner, but I'll be crying myself to sleep because it offends me and my homegirls. It's disgusting. And it's terrible. Also, rice goes with everything. It is one of the greatest blessings of this lifetime. And we should all be grateful for it. I don't remember when it was. It was like the beginning of the year. And somehow I gained... To me, like, you know your body. Your pants start fitting differently. Like, things stop fitting. Like, you know when your weight fluctuates. And I noticed I stopped going to the gym, but all of my weight was going to my stomach. So I was... I was eating a lot of Taco Bell. Anyways, I was like, should I slow down on something? Like bread, rice, something that I don't need and I'm just kind of overindulging in. And I was thinking about it, like switching from white rice to like brown rice or maybe quinoa or something. And I was like, that actually hurts my soul. Like, I could, but then it would take my happiness with it. And why would I do that to myself, you know? I like myself. I'm not going to be mean to myself. And that would be mean. Speaking of food, though, I can't remember who said this to me recently. But they were so dead ass about this. We were talking about food, and they go, Kia, do you cook? I don't see you post when you cook on your Instagram story. I said, bitch, get offline. Touch some grass. Maybe look at the sky. Maybe read a journal, go to the library, pray, take a shower. I don't know. Get offline. You think I don't cook because the 5 stories I post a day, I'm not posting my cooking. And also the fuck I look like posting my cooking so some man can use me. That pisses me off. I would rather date someone, pretend I can't cook until it's safe. Like, you're going to stick around. Okay, you're a good one. You're worth it. And then, bam, I pull out all the skills and cook you a delicious meal. I want to trick you. I want to lie to you. Here you go. Here's a bowl of cereal till you've been around long enough. The fuck I look like cooking on a first date. Get the fuck out of here. Can't even find my clitori. You want me to cook for you? No. But that shit pissed me off. It pissed me off because social media has fried your brains. Your brain is fried. No thoughts are up there. And also, like, anyone can sell a fucking dream on the internet. They can come online and be like, my kids are taken care of. My life is blessed. My marriage is gorgeous. They can go to a JC Penney photo shoot and you can screenshot them to your vision board and be like, what's the word? God, brain, get with it. Couple goals. Couple goals is the word I'm looking for. And the whole time, the man is cheating on her 24/7. The kids eat McDonald's 7 meals a day. Mom's never home. dad doesn't even know the teacher's name. Like, shit's a mess. But because they come online and say shit is good and they got pretty pictures, you're convinced it's real. So, that's like saying, do you shower? I don't see you post your shower. Don't piss me off. Get outside and touch grass. Piss me the fuck off. You know what else? Like, yeah, I'm dramatic. This shit pisses me off to my core. Like, I just see it and just instantly pissed off. Here's a list. You ready? Fedoras, berets, V-neck shirts on men, and actually particularly, I don't like them on myself. I think that's why I hate them so much. Basketball shorts that are like mid-calf. They're so long for no reason. Or the sweatpants that go to mid-calf. All of these things make me angry on a, like, the kind of people that leave terrible reviews for restaurants. And, like, the reviews are so unnecessary. You can tell they're just having a bad day. And they left a review. That's how mad these things make me. I hate them. I think the thing I hate the most out of this is the basketball shorts and V-neck shirts on men. Ugh. Ban them. They're so... To each their own. If you love them, I want you to keep wearing them and love them. Like, don't change your opinion just because of what I said. But this is my truth. I hate it. I hate it. V-neck shirts look like you stole your mom's pajama shirt and you're wearing it out in public. I hate them. Our work uniform are V-necks. And you know, some they look... I hate them. I hate it. I don't know why. I don't remember if I wore them growing up. I just... Looking at them is hard to look at, shall I say. But the fedoras and... I'm done. I'm done. Just know I hate them. Do you guys ever forget... Like, you are... Let me try and explain this. Do you ever forget you are you right now? Like, I was trying to explain this to my friend. There's been times where I can go a whole day without looking in the mirror. And in my head, I can feel like that insecure 15-year-old of me. Like, is English something I can do? Goodness gracious. Like, very, very skinny. Like, thinking about candid photos you saw when you were a teenager. And then you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, shit. Oh, she kind of pretty. But I know I'm not alone. But that is just a very real experience of mine. Like, there have been times where, like... I'm trying to remember when the last time I experienced this was, but I've had the experience where, like, a beautiful man will be looking at me, and in my head, I'll be, like, picturing that young, insecure girl who was told she was ugly, she didn't love her features, she was skinny, she didn't have boobs, she didn't have a butt, she had hairy legs. Like, in my head, I think that that's what they're looking at. And then pass a mirror. I'm like, oh shit. That ain't you no more. But it does. Every time that happens to me, it just reminds me, like, I need to go back, give that little KIKI some more love. Because, like, I can look back and be like, but as a teenager, I acted like I was, like, some bridge troll. And, like, sure, I wasn't a fucking Pinterest model, but I was not ugly, and I was so mean to myself. So insecure. But yeah. Need to go back and give her some hugs and some loves and, like, some validation. But yeah, there have been times where I forget, like, I am who I am. There have been times where, for like a split second, I identify with an old version of myself. And I know people who have lost a lot of weight or have fluctuated from a lot of weights can relate to this. Because I've talked to people who grew up really big lost a lot of weight, and they still always feel like they say that they feel like the older, bigger version. Or people who are tiny gain weight, say they still walk around identifying with that smaller version of themselves. Identity's crazy, and the mind is crazy, and it's very interesting. Very interesting. If you are out on a date, like a romantic date, and you see me staring for a long time, it's not actually because I want you or your man. It's because I'm trying to figure out if you're dating or related. It hurts my brain to think about the people who are attracted to and date people who look like they could be their brother. And it stresses me out. Especially, like, I work at a restaurant. I have dates come in all the time, families. The hardest is when you're in big groups, and I'm so nosy and curious. You're always trying to find out the dynamic, like, who's the mom? Are you coworkers? Are you dating? And then you mix in, like, little touches and hugs and the way they talk to each other, and you're like, God, if you're related, like, can I call the police? Should be illegal. But what's that Instagram page? I think it's called Siblings Are Dating. I think that's what it's called. It's incredible, and you can spend hours on it. And there is someone in this state. There's someone in this state, and they just recently dated someone that literally looked like they could be their twin brother. And it stressed me out. Thank God they're not dating anymore, but it was really hard to, like, encourage and be happy for you. Like, I don't know, if you look so similar but you're not related but you have babies, will your babies still, like, sort of look like incest babies because the genes are so similar? It stresses me out. That's disgusting. If I met a man and he looked like me, or like my could be brother, that would gross me out. And you guys are out here humping him. This is gross. But this is your sign to go on that page and see, like, and so they do a couple pictures of, like, the couple or the siblings, and you're convinced. You're like, okay, absolutely a couple. And then the last one says that they're fucking related. And it just, like, it keeps you up at night. It's disgusting. I don't love it. You know what I do love, though? Adam Sandler movies. They, like, heal my heart. If I want to put on a comfort movie, I'm putting on an Adam Sandler movie. Yesterday I just watched 50 First Dates, one of the greatest movies of this lifetime. And if anyone doesn't like that, that should be like a loud red flag. But his movies are so funny. I think I saw somewhere he hires his friends. Or maybe I just believe everything I see. And I also saw his wife is in every movie of his, but she never plays his wife. But they're so funny, and he's so funny, and I can just, like, I feel the vibes. I'm like, you're a good person. And if it came out and he wasn't, that would make me sad a little bit. But his movies are incredible and amazing, and I love them, and this is your sign to go watch them. And I laugh the whole movie. He's just so funny. He's so funny. I have a feeling, I think he's a Virgo. What a shame, but we forgive him anyways. There's enough Virgo men on this earth. Why do they have to be so hot and so annoying too? I'm like, how am I so attracted to you and I also want to fist fight you? It's very strange. Okay, I have a wild question, shocker. But, like, I'd rather ask you than the internet. Like, let's, as a community, come together and really learn stuff. So I have 2 kids, I breastfeed them. If I went out and bought supplements, like booby milk supplements, would I start making milk again? Like, is that like a talent I'll forever have? And like I could turn it on at any point? Like I could eat like a lactation cookie and then the milk would come back? Whoa. Oh my gosh, that could be... I could literally sell my booby milk. I wouldn't though. That just... I don't know, that feels wrong. Nah. And then, yeah. I drink and I participate in the Mary of Janes, and I also do mushrooms. Nah. I'm not selling nothing. I feel really strongly about this. I feel really strongly about all my opinions. I just feel like as a country, community, city, we've let this go on for far too long. And I feel like together we can make a change. Bring back hot firefighters in the firefighter applications. Like, they shouldn't even be able to apply without a photo of themselves. Or, like, I don't know, 6 shirtless photos. I am so sick. Like, as a kid, I thought growing up, I would see hot firefighters everywhere. And they would look like Calvin Klein models. Like, we've had firefighters come to work a couple times, and I get so excited seeing the truck, and then they come in, and I'm like, it's not nice, but you're kind of hard to look at. And that's my truth. And I feel like only hot firefighters should be allowed. I do. You guys can work any other job, but I think firefighters should be hot and attractive. And that's just my opinion. And I feel really strongly about it. I don't see why anyone would disagree with me. Like, it would benefit the whole country if our men servicing us, saving cities, were attractive and nice to look at. Thank you. Let's start a petition, write to our local leaders. Bring back hot firefighters. I don't know if they want to fight fire shirtless. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to that. If they wanted to ride around in their truck shirtless. Like, do you. And take pictures. Please. This is something I've noticed. It might be a little tough love for the service providers, but maybe you need to hear it so that you can grow and be a better service provider. I've noticed through like talking to people as well that when you become friends with your service provider, or you go to your friend that's a service provider, the longer you go to them, it's almost like they start doing a more terrible job. Like, because you're a friend, because they feel comfortable around you, they don't give you the same service. They get lazy. They rebook you. They're late to your appointments. They don't do the same quality work that they do on everyone else. And I feel like that's very sad. So if you're a service provider watching this, and maybe this is your little wake-up call, and that's okay. We're all human. We all get a little comfortable. But these people, friend or not, deserve the same service. And I feel like you would rather give them great service and keep them than them get like really, really frustrated and end up leaving. But I'm not alone. I've talked to a lot of people, and they do realize that like the longer they go to someone, like the work's not as good. They're always getting rebooked, blah, blah, blah. So, love you. Let's do some inner thinking. Does that resonate? Does that apply? Do better. So that's all we can do. Let's do better. And we can do better. what are those? You know those like fucking Pinterest quotes and those little sayings? You don't get no reward for being a good person. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, there is. There is a reward for being a good person. It's called sleeping good at night. Not looking over your shoulder. Like you can get a we need to talk message and your stomach doesn't drop to your asshole because you know you've done nothing wrong. You haven't been shady. Okay. Like, do you really have insomnia, or are you just staying, like, are you tossing and turning all night because of your guilty conscience? That anxiety might be guilt. Ooh. There is a reward for being a good person, and it's feeling good. It feels great. And this is coming from someone who did shitty stuff when they were a teenager. I was a little thief. Talk shit about you. I feel like we're all human. We, you know, you can be shady, you can learn from it, you can grow. But, like, I remember when I was stealing, like, we need to talk text would be, like, when you're doing all this shady shit, like, your mind starts running and you're constantly thinking, does everyone know? You constantly think you're guilty or, like, you're about to get caught up, and it just eats you alive. But being a good person feels so good. Holding the door open from people. Like, maybe there's an opportunity to steal. Like, the money's just out, plain and simple. And you leave it alone. You give it back. Like, all of these, there's opportunities to be a good person everywhere. Just take it. And, yeah, it feels great coming from someone who used to be a shady, shitty person. Or, like, do shady stuff. There is a reward. Like, going to bed at night knowing you haven't intentionally done anyone wrong. You're not out here doing shady shit. Like, that's the most peaceful sleep you'll ever have. And if you can't relate to that, I feel so sorry for you. Every day's a new day. You can change and be better. So let's. I feel like every episode I just let you guys know how crazy I am. Isn't my Scorpio placements? I'm so crazy that like I can be out, meet a man, and he can ask for my number, right? Say he's interested. Amazing. If 5 minutes later I see you asking for someone else's number, in my head, genuinely the thought I have is, you're cheating on me. I'm like, I thought we had something special. No, you're not in love with me. And I'm crazy. Like, I'll see you doing that. Now I'm disgusted. When you go to text me, I'm not responding. She's how I am. Like, disloyalty mean nothing to you? First we meet, now you cheat? I'm crazy. Yes I am. Yes. Crazy and self-aware, yes. She a little crazy. My dream. Like, I don't know, like a dream date. Like, we have a really good date. Laughing is involved. Spontaneous ideas are involved. Did I say food? Yes, food's involved. No. Laughing, spontaneous stuff, flirting, obviously, and food. But then, this is my dream. We make out. Hot make-out session. Probably some deep eye contact in the date, and then nothing after that. We both go home, and we have sexual tension for years, and we flirt with each other, maybe more kissing at a later date, but forever sexual tension. I would prefer that, honestly. I'm so fulfilled by just kissing. And then, I don't know, I just like sexual tension, like the idea of what could have been, but will never be. I like that. I actually prefer that. Like, let's just kiss and never, and let's have this go nowhere. That sounds fun. I've been seeing a lot of like the college hunk trucks lately moving. So I like peek in the windows because like you're supposed to be college hunks moving this stuff. So I'm really curious. If you book college hunks to move your stuff and a couple of people that aren't your type, might be a little hard to look at, come, do you get a refund for false advertising? Or is it kind of like beauty is in the eye of the beholder? Like there's a type for everyone kind of thing. Just wondering. Like if I booked college hunks because of your advertising, you're telling me, you men and your lies, you're telling me that some hunks are gonna come move my stuff. Sign me up. And a pervert comes, I'm gonna be pissed all the way off. So if I wanted a pervert to move my stuff, I would have gone to Craigslist. I wonder if they've ever been, let's look it up together. I wonder if they've ever been sued. Has college hunks been sued for false advertising? Why do I have cramps? I don't have my period. Oh, they have, wait, hold on. So I like to assume stuff before I read the whole thing. Nope, it doesn't say that they've been sued for false advertising. Oh, so maybe that'll be my potential. Just kidding. The more like in tune and psychic I get, listen, my psychic abilities with predicting pregnancies is crazy. Like you text me and let me know, because I have these, it's always random. Like I'll have a dream or a thought and I'm like, this person's gonna get pregnant. It's not something I can like sit down and think about. But if you want me to text you and tell you, no, because then that ruins that. Never mind, scratch all of it. You don't get to know. You'll be just surprised. You'll be as surprised as the rest of the world. But I knew first. Anyways, the more like in tune I get in, I really feel psychic, I will think about someone and they will either text me immediately, text me that day, they will reach out, even if it's been years, they'll DM me, and it's like my lazy way of reaching out, to be so really honest. Like I'll just think about them, they reach out, and I'm like, I can get in your head. I don't use it for evil though. No, just use it to text me first and tell me you love me. But it happened this morning. It happens every week. I'll think about someone, they reach out. But the one this morning, it's the first time they reached out in like 6 months. I bet it's good. Nah, I'm gonna keep that one to myself. Okay. Let me just, oh my bad. Let me just hydrate myself before I talk my shit again. Gather my thoughts. You men who advertise money. It's all you post, your nice things, fancy vacations. It becomes your whole personality. How you make money. You're a man of money. You have money. The math isn't mathing when you then turn around and get mad when the women you want to date only want you for your money. Your advertising is working. It's what you've put out into the world and shared. This is all I have to offer. You're not posting about how you're a good man, a loyal man. You're not sharing your skills or your hobbies. Literally, all you're sharing is your money. So then when you get mad that women only want your money, makes... some kids were left behind, I guess. Like you hear it in songs about how men are they're so sensitive to this. She only wants me for my money. She only wants me for my money. You didn't even like you before you had money. They talk about the come up all the time. When I get money, I'm going to get a bad bitch. I'm going to make money so I can get bitches. Like, you didn't even like you till you had money. Your money's your whole personality. And now you're mad. Now you're mad she wants some money. You're literally like radiating that's all you're good for. I guess 2 + 2 isn't 4. I giggle. I want a woman who wants me for me. You don't even want you for you. Like, you only like yourself when you have this money. Something's not clicking. It's real hard to participate in those conversations. It's like when men date a bad bitch and get mad that she's bad. Something's not clicking, Steven. How are you going to date a bad bitch and then get mad that she's a bad bitch? It does. It really pisses me off. Like, if you're going to date a bad bitch, be ready, like, you gotta know the responsibilities. If you're going to flaunt your money and your wealth, you think some girl is going to come along and be like, so funny. That's all you're sharing that you're good for. You ain't sharing none of your fucking morals. Like, what? It's just straight up dumb. That's what it is. It's dumb. And it hurts my head. Anyways. Go be a ray of sunshine in this world that is it can be so dark and evil, but it also can be full of babies who smile back at you and strangers who hold the door open. So maybe be that stranger. Like, be nice to yourself. Go do the things you want to do. Hang out with your friends. And just a reminder, whatever you look for, you will find. So just ask yourself, what am I looking for? Like, pay attention to those little thoughts you have on the daily. Like, what are these little dominant thoughts? What's my consistent story I'm telling myself? Because whatever you look for, you're going to find it. Keep looking for negativity and you keep being surprised you found it. Let's start there. Anyways, you're all beautiful and gorgeous, and I wish you the best of the best. Let's buy less fedoras and berets and V-neck shirts and make the world a better place. Make Kiki happy. Toodaloo, motherfuckers.